Namaste everyone. As you all are joining in, settle into a lying down position. Settle down with the weight of your body. Try and slip a cushion underneath your knees. Have some rest underneath the calf. And lie down with your arms and your legs midway away from the midline of the body, symmetrically away. So symmetrically to the mid, to the right, symmetrically to the left. And just allow the weight of your arm and legs to release fully into gravity. So for those of you who are joining in, we're starting in Shavasana. Start in Shavasana with resting and receding into the back of the eyes. Resting and receding in your breath. And allow your bodies to settle. To settle and to feel the density of the bones. For those of you who are joining in Namaskar, please lie down in Shavasana. And as you rest with your arms heavy, legs heavy, weight of the pelvic girdle heavy, the complex weight of the joint of the hip, the weight of the shoulder blades and the shoulder joint heavy. Start to listen to your body breathing. Let your body be breathing in a natural rhythm. Beginning to tune into your breath. Beginning to notice your breath. And as you notice your breath, you also notice that your breath begins to relax into a rhythm. So for those of you who are joining in Namaskar, please lie down in Shavasana. As you notice your breathing and you feel the weight of your legs heavily settle, start to breathe into your belly. Exhaling, relaxing. Exhaling, letting go. And prepare for your practice, keeping the silence as your baseline. Listen to this sound, just invite the sound as I ring the bell. Please begin lying down. Sense the weight of your body. Notice your breath. Notice the weight of your heavy bones. Notice the density of the heavy bones. Recede and rest in the back of your eyeballs. Eyes tend to hold a lot of tension. So just relax in the back of the eyes. Resting and relaxing into your knuckles. And spend a moment here and start with bringing your right knee into a very gentle Pavanmuktasana. I'm going to change the angle of the form. Starting lying down. As you start lying down, one at a time, bend your knees. Scooping your tailbone under, scooping. Flattening the lower back, not flattening but more like spreading the lower back. Feeling your chin in line with the forehead if not lower. And starting in Pavanmuktasana series with your knees bent. See that your shoulders are not going forward and pulling your neck forward. Keep your chin lower and keep the back of your neck lengthened. Your knees can be slightly apart. Pushing your knees as much as you can, start to straighten your legs, feeling the stretch in your ankles. Exhaling, bring your knees in. Inhaling. Exhaling, drawing your knees in. Inhaling. Exhaling, drawing your knees in. Feet on the floor. Bring your arms over your hip. See that your ribcage is not flaring forward. With your arms pressing above you, you can even have your arms on the side if you find it hard to lift your arms. Feeling a lifting in your hips. Feeling the pressure in the back of your head like a little massage in the back of your occipital skull. And curl your spine down, controlling as you come down. Raise your hips. Curling your hip down. Now this time as you raise your hips, evenly put pressure on your feet. Begin to bring your arms down into a semicircle. So uncurl your spine, inhale 3 times. Raise your hips, arms by your hips, exhale. Uncurl your spine, inhale. Feel the length in your side trunks. Press evenly into your feet, knees are slightly apart, raise your hips. And this time when you bring your knees into your chest, see that you hold behind the knees. So bringing your knees in, hold behind your knees. Knees slightly apart. Now hold your kneecaps and push the knees away. Pull the knees in, push the knees away, pull the knees in. And make little circles like you're stirring a big pot, side to side, massaging. Massaging so that your knees go in a circle the other side. Drag your heels along the mat and take your arms overhead. Bring your hands by your hips and start to take your right leg up. As you take your right leg up, start to squeeze the left thigh down. You can even have your knees at a slight bend. Releasing your leg down, pressing your arms, start to take your left leg up. The idea is to squeeze the opposite leg down. Exhaling down, hugging the right shin, squeezing this left thigh down. Taking maybe 2 breaths here. Feeling the stretch in the hip, a massage of the right ascending colon. And feeling the activation of the straight leg as you push with your heel of the straight leg. Lengthen your neck and drop your chin slightly. And then switch legs. And then once again, take your arms overhead. Lean on your right hand side for this lovely Anantasana. You can even have a cushion underneath your, you can start to even bring a cushion underneath your armpit. Lean in front and again activate the base, the bottom leg. Take your right leg up. If you want, you can even hold with a strap or you can just take your right leg up and see that your hip isn't rolling back. Exhaling down, keep this leg completely active, the bottom leg. Roll your hip forward, press into the arm for Anantasana. You can just lift 4 or 5 times. Try not to use momentum. Just activating that outer hip, that complex outer hip. Activating the adductor muscle, the outside thigh. Feeling the flexion in your foot. 2 more. And then take your right leg up and hold either your trouser like this can even pull with your trouser, but don't let your top hip go back. Stack your hip on top of each other. And you can even hold your toe, or with a strap you can hold your leg. I'm going to change the angle of. So if you have a strap or a dupatta or a scarf close by, you can even hook your foot and hold your leg. See that you don't fall backwards. See that you keep your top knee soft. Keep rolling forward. This beautiful Anandasana. Lovely. Come on your stomach. Come on your forearms. Come on your forearms, come on your stomach, and activate your leg in such a way that you have a nice connect in the frontal hip. With your connect in your frontal hip, start to feel that entire, the weight of your forearm equally divided. So you don't put too much weight on the elbow bone. Spreading your fingers, feel this lifting and opening in the frontal chest, and take a few breaths here. Separate your elbows, widen your hands, slightly wider than your shoulder blades, bend elbows your starting position, and then take this easy Bhujangasana. Keep your neck neutral and relaxed. Face soft, breathing even. And take a few breaths here and just wake up your spine. And then roll on to the other side. So now you roll on to the other side. Your left leg is up. I'm going to change sides. You can just roll on the side. I'm going to change so that I can see you. And then start to go into bringing a cushion underneath your armpit. Lean into this hand. Keep the bottom leg active. Stack one hip on top of each other. As you extend the leg, flex your foot. Keep this leg from keeping you from rolling back. Keep this hand from rolling ahead, from keeping you to rolling forward. And feel that bottom leg and the top leg equally active. And then just 4 or 5 times, prepare for Anandasana. And we'll do 3 more. Try not to use momentum. And then see if you want to hook your foot with a dupatta or a scarf close by. Or just hold your trouser. Or just hook your foot and try and put your foot on the mound of your feet. And just stay in this Anandasana. Stay here 4, 3, 2, 1. And again, come on your stomach. So you come onto your stomach, come on your hands and knees to stretch your back. It's challenging to try and get all angles. So you round your back, take your right knee in, your toe can be on the mat, and as you extend your right leg, you activate that thigh and press into your arms evenly. So you're activating the outer shoulder blades. Extend your right leg away. And then again, bring your left knee in, opening your shoulder blades. And then you extend your left head back. And then drop your knee, open your knees. And coming to this Malasana. Opening your knees and sitting on your heels. Not sure that I'm getting the right angle yet. Sorry about this. I'm used to holding my phone vertically. Yes, so hopefully it's better. And start to come into Malasana, opening your knees like this. And you can even have a cushion underneath your heels if you feel your ankles are stiff. Rest on your cushion, lean on your hands and feel this lovely C-shaped stretch in your spinal column. Lean on your arms, spread your shoulder blades, keep your neck neutral but tucked in. Feel as you're about to press into your arms and raise your hips and come halfway up. It's almost like your head and your hip are seesawing and both of them are equal in weight. So one goes forward, one goes up, one goes down, one goes up. So it's almost like you're seesawing with your hip and the weight of your head. Use your arms to press away, don't collapse into your hand. Use the knuckles of your hands and the mounds of your hands fully. The more efficiently you use the mounds of your hand, the safer your practice is on your shoulder. So seesawing your hip to your head, head to your hip, activating the thighs, waking up the knees, pressing the floor and hands away, and then sitting down with your knees open. So my heels are actually lifted on top of a cushion. Try and be stable in a pose. If you're not stable in a pose, continue to keep your hands down on the floor. So releasing your cushion from behind you or your blanket, sitting down on your knees, and let's just warm up the knees now. Leaning on your hands behind you, not collapsing, but using your hands to push your scapula, your shoulder blades into your chest. Just wake up your knees, greasing the joints, strengthening the muscle that supports the joint. So no part of your body is isolated in asana practice. Everything is connected to everything else. Just strengthening your quadriceps will help you strengthen your psoas. Psoas will help you connect your core. Your core will help you connect your spine. So it's all related. And then release, hug your knees. And then we come back to the left leg. So it's like a preparation for Navasana, for those of you familiar. So all I do is tap my toe, lift. No other part of my body is moving. I'm just isolating my knee and my quadricep. If you feel you're comfortable straightening your leg when your leg is a little further away, that's fine. If you feel you can straighten your leg with your knee a little closer, that's fine. And then once again, hug your knees. Crisscross your ankles, like that. Crisscross your ankles. Hold your knees lightly and lean back. You're sitting on your sacrum and your tailbone. You lean back and don't try to roll back, otherwise your whole posture will lean backwards. It's almost like you are keeping your pelvic girdle tipping in such a way that you're counterbalancing your legs. And there is this diagonal lifting. Try and remember which ankle is in front. All you have to do now is rest and switch legs. Come back again. There is this sense of balance. Eyes are still. Breathing is even. The front of your body is powerfully strong. Vision is resting in one spot. One more inhale, exhale. And then coming to one of my favorite poses, the daily maintenance for my arms and shoulders, Chatushritam. Pressing into your arms and making a table with your body. Again, my fingers are open and my fingers are pointing towards my feet. Wrists are underneath the shoulders. Knees are just above the ankle. And push your feet and arms and divide the weight equally. Beautiful. Feel the stretch. Feel the strength. Feel the pushing down action and feel the lifting action all at the same time. Then exhaling, releasing, crisscrossing your but this time you're crisscrossing your legs, separating your hands and taking your tailbone up into Adho Mukha Svanasana. You can start with Adho Mukha Svanasana pose. You can start with your heels lifted, knees bent. Instead of heels pressing down and rounding the back, the idea is to lengthen between the vertebrae. Stay here a breath. Do 1, 2, 1, 2, your feet forward. Stop midway. Feet are parallel, feet are pointing and where your knees are pointing. Push your hips back like you were sitting in an imaginary chair. Extend your hands forward, keep your neck relaxed. You're in a forward fold, but you're very safe because your spine is lengthened. Lean forward, 4, lean back, lean forward, lean back, lean forward, and then straighten your knees and bring your hands on your shin, and with your chest round, look in front. Ardha Uttanasana. In Ardha Uttanasana, have both your hands behind you, try and be 90 degrees to the floor, and extend only the right arm. Look at it. Look at your left hand, both hands to your waist, press into your heels, that will keep your forward bend safe. Use your upper thigh and inhale, rise. Okay, sorry, forgive me as I try and figure out the system. When I get a call, it seems like the video stops. So you can come into a forward bend. Today we can start with using the wall for forward bend. It's nice and safe and effective. Extend into the hand into a wall. It doesn't have to be a ledge, it can be a wall. And feel where the hamstring attaches to the glute. Feel the stretch there. Again, don't let your spine become a hammock. Pull your ribs in. Keep your neck neutral, biceps in line with the temple. Airplane wings. Again, lean into the wall. Reach your arms out. And again, reach into the wall. Hands to waist. Press into your hands and inhale, rise. Okay? I may have to find an empty wall. So here's my empty wall. Here's my empty wall. I'm going to change the angle of my camera. Come about forearm distance away from the empty wall. Just a forearm distance away. And then step your right leg back, bending your front knee and pressing into your hands like this. I might have to change the angle of my phone completely. I'm sorry about that. You can see my feet here. I hope this works. So here you are. Come close to the wall. Press into your fingertips. My back heel is lifted. It's vertical as you can see. My knee is supported with the ankle under it. Press into your hands. And you can really spread your shoulder blades. You can even straighten your knees to rest. Come down. Straighten your knees to rest. Come down and then hold the pose. Pressing into your hands, opening the shoulder blades. And divide your weight 50 and 50 front and back. Feeling the stretch in this psoas muscle. Take your arms up if you wish. Bring your hands back to the wall. Straighten your or you can step your leg back to stretch your spine, and then step the other leg forward. Now you can see that my back heel is lifted, pressing into your fingertips. Spread open your shoulders, straighten your knees and bend. Continue to push into the heel below to make your knee a practice safe for your knee. And again. And again. And hold. You can take your arms up for a moment. See that the breathing is even. Continue to activate the heel underneath the knee to keep the knee safe. Divide your weight front leg and back leg. And then take your front leg back and stretch your spine again. Excellent. And then finding a wall again. As you find this wall, step away about a foot away from the wall. Lean into the wall like this into Utkatasana. And some of you can take your hands and touch the wall. Some of you can just have your tailbone to the wall or your sacrum to the wall. Put your hands to your wall and inhale, come up to standing. You need to do this 3-4 times. These are practices that are daily practices to look after your knees and hips. Again, ankle underneath the knee. Leaning into the wall. You can even have your hands, your spine go back. Hands on the wall behind you. Continue to press away. Even if you bring your hands here. And again, inhale, come back up. Lovely. And then stepping in such a way that your left foot is on the edge of the wall and your right toe is turned out. Bringing a bunch of books or a block behind your foot. Bring your left hand behind your waist. Move and lengthen. So what you can try and do now is, if you can just extend the spine, and with that extension in the spine, you can have your hand to shin or hand to books or block. And the reason I have my hand behind is so that I can rotate my top rib cage back. So the idea is to maintain a straight line from in the midline. There's no curving in the spine. There is this activation of the outer back foot. There is this leaning into that back foot and then rotating open and take 2 to 3 breaths. And some of you can even take your arm away above you for Trikonasana. Hand behind your spine. Look down. Inhale, rise. And then switch sides. So bring your outer foot to the wall. The other hand behind your back. Extend your spine. Grab. Rotate your top rib cage open. You can even bring a bunch of books behind your foot. Lengthening both sides of your spine, the top and back. Try not to sink or collapse into the pose. Keep a straight line and keep that outer foot active as you take your top arm up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hand to waist. Extend and rise. Push into the front heel so you're safe. And then take your back heel up like this. So your back heel is up. Bring your blocks or your books on the instep of your foot. And then just simply reach your arms out like airplane wings. My heel is on the wall. We're going to do a Parivritti Trikonasana. So as you extend both sides of the spine, you simply twist your spine in such a way that you stack one shoulder on top of each other. My back heel is on the wall. And I have the stability from the back leg. So if I can't see you practice and I only have the screen to look at, I know that you have the wall for stability. Otherwise, eventually this pose is pressing without the wall. So make sure that you use the wall to find stability. Only then you can lengthen and twist in the front leg. So feel the heat in the back of your front thigh. It's a very powerful pose. And for people who are very tight hamstrings, who are runners or people who lift weights and their stiffness, you can bend your front knee slightly. And some of you are comfortable with stacking one arm over each other. Or some of you are just okay keeping your hand here. The way that you came in is the way you come out of the pose. Progressively in and progressively out. And step your leg forward on the instep of your foot and then take your back heel on the wall. Come into a half forward fold and feel that wingspan of this pose. Feel the wingspan like it was large airplane wings or large albatross wings as you twist. Find the stability in the pose. Use the wall behind you. Don't be in a hurry to take your top arm up. Spinning your spine to the right. See if you want to take your top arm up. And try and push your right waist back so there is space between the top armpit and the top waist. And you can lengthen this top length of your spine as well. So stay here 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your hand down. Inhale, rise. Bring your foot forward. Sorry. And then get ready to step the left foot out. Again, feel the entire outer arch of your foot and the distance between your feet. Keep it about 3.5 feet. As you bend your front knee, and see that the ankle is below the knee, and you lift through the spine, you feel these two opposite forces of settling, and lifting. So feel the two settling and the lifting. And as you settle your weight, you start to open the knee, opening from the hip, the ball and socket joint of your front hip. Feeling the left hand reach back. So use your hand on your top of your shoulder to push back and reach forward with your arm. You can even make a fist with your front arm. So you feel the stability through the back leg. For those of you who want to rest, come up, come back to the pose. 4, 3, 2. Resist with the front heel, that will keep your knees safe. And again, come down, opening the top shoulder and reaching forward. Your head and your spine are in this wonderful, keeping that central axis of the spine. Inhale, exhale. Now, keeping the spine long, keep your elbow on your knee, rotate your top rib cage open. And some of you might be comfortable taking the arm over the cheek. 4, 3, don't let this front hip stick out. Keep it pushed in, open the knee from the hip, not from the foot. And feel the support of your outer back foot which is touching the wall. 3. From your support of your outer foot, extend through the hand. Press into the arm. Come back up. Open and lift. And then change sides. Outer foot. Knee opens. Shoulder goes back. Make a fist and hold. 4, 3, 2, rest, begin again, lengthen both side trunks, left and right, rotate your top rib cage open. You can have your hand here, or as you settle a little lower, extend and lengthen the right side of your body. 4, 3, 2, 1, hand behind you. Come back to Virabhadrasana, press away and come back. So we did a simple sequence of Parshvatonasana to Virabhadrasana. And then again come next to the wall. Be a forearm distance away from the wall. And open this knee out to the right like this. And stand without your hip sinking out. Keep this leg powerful. Don't worry about this knee, just open in the hip socket like this. So I'm pushing with this wall and just not leaning into it, but gently pushing the wall away and opening. This will help you firm the hip, firm the piriformis. It will help you firm the lower tummy. It'll help you, it'll give you steadiness and balance, and it'll give you focus of the mind. And of course it'll strengthen that architecture of your foot, which is about 33 joints and 23 bones. And then rotate to the other side. Push into the wall and hold. You can even hold here. And feel this indent in the piriformis. See that it doesn't sink or pop out. Pull it in. Keep your neck and spine long and tall and open. Hold 3. Hold 2. Hold 1. Release. Face the wall. Stretch your back. Stretch the piriformis. Stretch the glutes. And without raising your hip, take your right leg away. For Virabhadrasana 3, it's also called Ekapada Asana. I feel, to me, Virabhadrasana 3 is a complete exercise. So it's balance, it's strength, it's load bearing, and it's grounding. So some of you who are comfortable with balance, you can reach your arms out. This can also be done with one arm in front, depending on the strength of your back. This can even be done with the bottom knee bent, and this can be done with both your hands on the wall. As long as the back leg is powerful and it's not higher than the other leg. Come back to standing. Retrieve your breath. Retrieve the rhythm in your breath. Stand tall. As you lean forward into the wall, start to simultaneously take the left leg back. And spend about 5 to 8 breaths here. One breath is a round of inhalation and exhalation. Second round of breath, inhalation, exhalation. See that your breath is not rushed, it's not heavy. If your breath is labored, that means you're pushing yourself too hard. And you need to prepare your muscles, and you need to prepare your asana. And then you can hold for a lesser amount of time and come back up and come up to standing. Lovely. Let's come away from the wall and just adjust the angle again. And let's do a very simple Surya Namaskar that will stretch your back. We'll start with a few forward folds. Do 1 or 2 forward folds before we begin. So bring a bunch of books close to you here, a little bit ahead of your toes. Extend your arms, come into a forward fold. Lean into your hands. Engage the thighs. See that the ankles are below the hips. Stay here. 3, 2, 1. You can either start to bring your books next to your ankles and sit down with your heels lifted, or sit down with your heels on the floor, your choice. Stay here with your chin tucked and your hips lifted. Feel the strength in your arms and feel the pulling up action of your perineum. Feel the or your books. Place your hands on the floor underneath the shoulders as your right leg and your left leg go back, and come into a push-up position. As you press into your hands, especially the mounds of your hands, feel the bones of your fingers, feel the skin of your upper shoulders go back, feel your lower stomach get active, feel the tailbone press towards your heels. Feel the thighs press into the bone, active legs. Look down, drop your knees. And then exhale all the way, your chest in between your thumbs. Point your ankles and take your arms in front. Feel the weight of your head. Feel yourself breathing. Bring your hands underneath the shoulders, elbows back and narrow. And then take a back bend. 3 back bends, exhale down. Take another back bend. You don't have to let your pelvis relieve the floor. Try and lead with your chest, let the neck follow. We often make a mistake of leading with the neck. So have enough resistance and strength in your arms and enough strength in your spine to lift you. And then exhale. Take your hips to heels, rounding your back, and start to take your knees off the mat again for 3 exhalations. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Press the floor away. Inhale, exhale 3. On your next exhalation, walk your feet forward, sit down, tuck your chin. Your hands can be on the floor or your heels can be lifted. Full Utkatasana. Straighten your knees, walk your hands forward and with your heart look in front. Walk your hands back, hips on top of your ankles, exhaling. Place your hands to waist and inhale, rise. Lovely. Bringing your feet apart. Hopefully I've cracked the angle by now. Lovely. Toes pointing straight in front. The distance between your feet about 1 meter. Arms open. Take your hands above your head and twist your spine to the left, lengthening up. Open your arms and fold halfway and pause here. Rise, pressing into that back leg, rise. Twist to the other side. Come halfway forward, pause. Press into the opposite leg. Inhale, rise. Exhale, forward. Toes parallel. And hold this pose. You can even have your hands on the block. But lengthen your spine. Folding in the hip. Take the pressure off your feet. See that your feet are not collapsing to the outside of your feet. Use the inside mound of your feet. Feel your inner legs working, starting from your inner feet, all the way to the groin. And take 3 long exhalations here. Because you're inverted, let your exhalation get a little bit longer than your inhalation. 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up halfway, starting to bend the knees. Stay here for a breath or 2. Gently nudging your knees to open. Again, pushing away from your feet. Oxygenate the muscles, breathing fully. See that your breath is not fast. I cannot overemphasize that. Pressing into your knees, rise. Pushing open your knees. Simply open your arms like that. Pushing open your knees. And try to resist with your feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. And face the left leg. As you face the left leg, start to bend your knee and inhale into your chest. This time my back foot is pressing. Power your back leg and exhale to the belly. Inhale, lifting. Exhale to the belly. Inhale, lifting, opening your heart. Exhale to the belly. And then change sides. So inhale into your chest, pranavayu. Exhale into your lower abdomen, apanavayu. Inhale, pranavayu. Exhale, apanavayu. This is a lovely early morning exercise. Inhale, or any time that you're feeling stiff. Exhale in your ankles, knees and hips. Anytime you feel your knees hurt, lubricates the joints. Apana Vayu into your belly. Once again, change towards this left leg. Now, I'm going to fold in this pose. So you can even have 2 blocks or books on either side of your front foot. So we just move into the same. You can watch me first, take a look. And then you can fold. You can inhale. The back foot plays an important role. And you can fold. For those of you who have a very, very tight hamstring, I'll show you a modification. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Lungs, heart and thymus. Exhale. The organs of elimination. Inhale, last time. Exhale. Remember, even carbon dioxide expelling is Apana Vayu. Ideally, your Apana Vayu should be as powerful as your Prana Vayu. And release. So, changing sides. Coming to this stable pose with the back leg. Knee pointing where the toe points. Open and fold. Open, sink, settle. At the same time, lift with the top of your head and fold. If you feel your balance is going off, it's normal. Inhales. Muscles of stability take a long time, and a little bit of practice will make your stabilizing muscles powerful. Which is why we challenge in sequences to move in and out of poses with awareness. So you can have your hand down here. Stable through your back leg. Inhale and release. Lovely. Come to the center. Get your feet together and rest. Rest your feet. Sitting down with your legs wide. So when you sit with your legs wide, I have a rolled blanket close by. You can either have a cushion, a hard cushion, a cotton cushion, just below your tailbone, or you can have a folded blanket or a bed cover just below your tailbone, and sit with your hands behind you like this. So use your fingertips behind you like spider legs for Konasana to lift your spine up. Otherwise, keep the bucket of your pelvis neutral. Use your hands, if you feel your hip is really tight, use your hands to lift your spine and nudge your hip to tilt forward without rounding your spine. Keep your left hand where it is, take your right arm up only. Have your chest face the left leg, keep your hand behind you, use your hand to push back and reach with your right arm forward. Try not to come all the way down. Try and keep an extension in the spine. So stay here 4, legs are firm. You can also be here, you can even have your hands on either side. Try not to fit yourself into a pose, let the pose fit your body and your limitations. So feel this twisting action, your shoulder, both your shoulders, don't have one higher than the other. The idea is to cut through all the tense muscles and nerves. So pay attention to your form. Then make sure that you lengthen and rise. You can twist your spine to the right leg. One hand stays down for beginners. One arm reaches forward. Use this hand to keep you from tipping backwards. And see that your ankles are stretched, your Achilles are stretched, the soles of your feet are open, fan open your toes. You can either have both hands reach forward and feel your shoulders parallel to the floor. See that one isn't higher than the other. And then bring one heel to the groin like this and the other heel to the bottom. Face your bent knee and then fall into the bent knee. See that your ankles really close to you behind you. like that, close to you. And then take that ankle behind you and bend the knee. Settle your sit bone. Hold your ankle and rotate back. So try and bind your forearm. Try not to have your hand go behind, and then the idea is to bring some length into your twist and see that your sit bones are settled. Only when your base is settled can you have an effective twist. Feel the exhale massage in and out of your organs. So use your exhale as a beautiful tool to help you twist and cleanse. Lovely. And then see that you can switch your leg over the other side. So I'm not going into Ardha Madhya Sendra. I'm going to just a gentle twist. You can even straighten your legs in front of you like this. Fan open your toes. Use your hands on the floor behind you and simply activate your legs. Use your hands. Lift your sternum and your chest towards your chin. Lock your throat. Use your hands from tipping back. And then a lovely exercise, a lovely tapas would be to just interlace the fingers and keep yourself from rolling back. This will also firm your thighs, it will firm your quadriceps and strengthen your knees. And it will give you the spinal muscles to hold a great posture. Second breath, third breath, Dandasana. And you can go into Paschimottanasana 3 times. 1, rise. Many times, Paschimottanasana are nice when you have 2-3 cushions stacked in front of you. So you have something for your thinking mind to rest. So Paschimottanasana is a balm for the nervous system. Many people, it's a love and hate exercise, but it takes time to start to feel that sweet stretch and that sweet pain. Moving to a more surrendering aspect of this pose instead of resisting. And this comes under the category of Vasek, which means Paschimottanasana, which is west stretching pose, was designed to be held. It was designed to be held to about 5 minutes. Finish the class. We may be very close to finishing. Finish the class with this wonderful Chatushpatam. This is a beautiful Pratikriya. It's a pose that is a counter pose. You can also finish Paschimottanasana with a Vaishishtasana, which is keep one leg behind, one hand open, and just stretch the side of your body. Again, using your shoulder blade below you. Some of you can have your arm up, some of you can have your arm by your ear. You can also change sides. Vaishishtasana, named after sage Vaishisht. The idea is to bring strength to the shoulder blade of the lower arm. The idea is not to sink into your wrist, but use your shoulder blades to push the floor away. Beautiful. It's lovely how this pose uses the core. And then finish the class. If I had a chair close by, finish the class, especially in the evenings, with your legs up the wall pose. So come close to the wall. Have your legs point up. And have your hands simply rest. It's a great preparation for nighttime, for sleep. It also takes pressure away from your feet. We must look after our feet. It's one of our karma indriyas. And it's lovely for women who are menstruating. And to feel, especially women who are experiencing menopause or perimenopause. to feel that pool of circulation in your lower stomach. When you want to come out of the pose, you can just roll to the side, use your hand and sit up. If you have some time left, we try and do a few, we have a few minutes left, lovely. Let's try and do some Chandra Bheda, some left nostril breathing because it's evening time. Chandra Bheda will allow you to prepare for the night's sleep. So I want you to just first take a few natural breaths. I don't want to run out of time. So just a few natural breaths. And then bring your right hand to your face. Get your thumb on your right nostril. And exhale through the left nostril only. Inhale through the left nostril. Don't suck or pull the breath in. Don't push and pull with your breath. And empty the right nostril. In left. Out right. In left. Out right. Ideally, the way to teach pranayama is to first make your inhalation, exhalation even. So if you can even your breath, I'm just giving you an introduction for those of you who have trouble shutting your mind, sleeping. And most of us take our thinking minds into bed, so we don't have a restful sleep. Inhale left. Empty right. You can also inhale left and empty both nostrils, if that's easier. Inhale left, empty both nostrils. When you inhale left, see that you're not sucking the breath in. It should be really soft, like your little secret. Only you should be able to hear your breath. Exhale both nostrils. Do your breathing exercise with your mind's attention. Inhale left. Empty both nostrils. We'll finish the class with another lovely pranayama which extends the out breath. Extending the out breath again strengthens your parasympathetic nervous system. So then inhale. I'm going to first recite the first few. Inhale. The primordial sound of pranav, which is Om. And feel the three vibrations of Om. Instead of saying Om, we're going to do A, O, Ma. Feel the three vibrations in that sound of A. And in the end, let your lips just land against each other with a little nasal sound. One thing I must add before we run out of time is the bindu of the Om represents the space between the first Om and the second Om. So make sure that there is this rest between the Oms, there is this silence between the Om before you start the next Om. So we do 3 times. Inhale. Pause. Reflect upon its meaning. What does it mean to you? Wait for the vibrations to settle. Start the next one. Inhale. Pause. Inhale. Rub your palms. And cup your palms on your eye sockets. Just feeling your eyes encased in this darkness behind your palms. So I'm cupping my palms and making my eyes resting in a dark, sweet place, receiving and giving. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Thank you for joining. I would love to continue some deeper aspects of asana. Please get in touch with me with either via FITPASS or my Instagram handle.